the job of lifting. So let's job is selected. Now break down it into the steps. So I divided into the 4 steps. You can divide lifting into the 4 steps. First of all, lifting plan preparation. Second, load preparation. Third, lifting process. And fourth one, settling down or placement of the load. Let's see the hazards and controls for each of the steps. Now, first, which hazards we can face in the preparation lift plan. So during the lift plan, maybe our plan is insufficient or incorrect. Maybe risk assessment we did is insufficient. Maybe the inspections we conducted are insufficient. Maybe the equipment we have selected is not right one. Maybe the staff we are using is not competent. So how to control them? Let's see. So we should develop a procedure, comprehensive procedure to make sure that our lifting plan is sufficient. Also, our risk assessments are suitable and sufficient, and our inspections are comprehensive. Similarly, we have to make sure that the equipment we are selecting are up to the mark as per the requirements, not underrated. Similarly, our staff is certified and authorized to perform the job, and they know how to do it safely. Now, in the second step, preparation of the load, we have two major issues like unbalancing or unstable load or unsecured load. So, how to control it? We have to make sure that our load is stable. We know exactly where the center of gravity existing and how to we secure it before we lift. Now, in the next lifting process, which hazard we can face? Let's see. First of all, equipment failure may happen. Maybe load can fall. Maybe some objects from the load can fall. Maybe the load can or equipment can collide with some obstruction. Maybe there is overhead cables, power cables, so it can strike with them. So how to control them? So first of all, make sure that the equipment you are using is not underrated, is up to the mark, and it is rated for the load. Secondly, we have to make sure that area is barricaded and the area is cleared of obstruction, so no collisions happen. Similarly, we can make sure that the speed of the or the swing of the equipment is so that is under the limitations. So no equipment failure is so the equipment failure can be avoided. Similarly, we have to make sure that all the equipment we are using is already inspected in well shape, in good shape, so equipment failure can be avoided. Similarly, for the power cables, if there are power cables, so we have already planned how to safely avoid them. And if there are obstructions which cannot be avoided, then we have already found the safe path of movement from where we can move our equipment. Now, come to the next point. Next point is the settlement or placement of the load. Here, which hazards we can face? Number one, unstable surface. Maybe when you will put the load, it is unstable. Secondly, crushing. Maybe someone is under the load, it can be crushed. Maybe you put the load unsafely, so it can damage the load itself. Now, how to control them? Simply, first of all, make sure that your surface is stable and firm, and it can bear the load. And then, to make sure that nobody is under the load, make sure all the area is barricaded, exclusion zones are defined, no one is under the load, so crush hazard can be avoided. Similarly, make sure that when you are putting the load down, you put it smoothly, okay, not hurriedly, so their load is not damaged itself. Now you see how simply we have implemented the JSA on the lifting activity. Now after that, obviously review and revision. So you will see are our controls are working, is the safety is improved, so etc. So this is how you can implement the JSA to any of the activity.